I don't set the standard, who is? I've got 6 siblings, eh? If I don't do it, who is? Tell me.
Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it. Let them know that.
Hi guys. Hi. Sawubona. Welcome back to the Chronicles of a Life of a Girl Figuring Out Her 20s. My name is Leonis. And for those of you who don't know me, I haven't posted in 2 full years. But we're gonna change that. That's not what this video is about though. This video is about overachiever syndrome. Let's talk about it. I know that's not the intro that everybody uses. I know that, but like, I don't have time to figure out my intro. I have the time. I'm just trying to be authentic. And that, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Life Leonis. Thank you so much for coming back. Please like, subscribe. All of that, it feels very forced. It feels very scripted. It feels very, it's not doing it for me. But this is a restart. When I get an intro, I'll use it. But let's talk about it. Overachiever syndrome. Right. When to stop. If anybody knows, please tell me, because I'm struggling. I'm fighting for my life. I really am. And it's not even funny anymore. Like, at this point, I'm drowning. If I'm not overachieving, I feel imposter syndrome. There's too many syndromes going around. But let's start with the definition of overachiever syndrome, okay? Yeah. Okay, it says here, never being satisfied with accomplishments, always striving to achieve more and really feeling any sense of reward for your work. Okay, why I struggle with overachiever syndrome. Matric was just it. Matric just, it pushed me, and I realized that I like the pressure. The pressure was like, it was nice. It was healthy pressure. That's when I learned the difference between unhealthy pressure and, toxic pressure. But overachiever syndrome was great when there was the end of the term and I could see my results and I know where I could better myself. I had teachers who stood in place of mentors for me. Now I'm out of high school for 2 years now. A year and a few months. Out of high school, and I don't know if I'm doing good. I don't know. Nobody's telling me, okay, Leo, 1, 2, 3 and the third needs to be worked on. Nobody's telling me, okay, you got an 85% pass rate. There's none of it. Now I'm working to the point of a burnout, and there's no teacher to tell me you'll cry when the term's over. All I have is managers telling me you're not doing enough. I'm 20. It's a lot, guys. It's This is the story. I started waitressing in January of last year, and I've been waitressing ever since. In February of this year, I started training as receptionist, right? For the same place. I'm not going to tell you guys where that is because I don't want you guys showing up there. Not that you guys will show up there, but struggle. My own friends want to show up at work. Not that I don't want you guys there, don't get me wrong. Not that I don't want you guys there. It's just that I don't necessarily, in my head I'm famous. In my head, the whole world wants to know where I am, and I can't have the whole world showing up at work, okay? Yeah. That's besides the point. The point is that I started reception training, and it in the beginning, I was like, yeah, boss babe, you're up at 5, you come home at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're up at 5 again. Look at you. You could do this, giving Proverbs 31. You're in your word, you're in your bag. When I was training, my trainers were so helpful. They were so beneficial to my mental health. They're like, okay, my babe. She used to say, darling. She's like, yes, my darling. She used to say, okay, my darling, this is, I can see that you're doing well, né? And this is where I want you to focus on. Don't focus so much on A, B, and C. Focus on 1, 2, and 3. Like, you know? I was like, yeah. When I went back to my original workplace, and I had to redo training because now it's a different environment and the system's different. When I went back to my original workplace, there was none of that. They were like, show me what you know. I'm like, girl, pause. Whoa. Yeah. That is not what you tell an overachiever, because I'm going to show you what I know and you're going to tell me, oh, we don't do things like that. And that's exactly what she said. That is exactly what happened, right? But I worked so hard to the point of literally I could carry myself like I'm okay, but people will still tell me, are you sure you're okay? Like, like, sure, like 100%, like, we don't know what it is, but you just look off. And I was tired, and I couldn't say I'm tired. Be tired. I slept 3 hours a day in matric. I in my head, it doesn't fathom that I should be tired. The version of myself that I have in my head is the type of person who can go weeks without sleeping. I don't know why that's a normality to me, but it is. And it's a struggle, né? So now I'm 20 and I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life when I don't understand. I graduated from Cabin Crew Academy, which means I'm a licensed flight attendant now. Picking up my license on Monday, period. I'm a licensed flight attendant now, and I can only start flying once my passport is 6 months valid, right? That's only like in October of this year. Is it October, April, May, June, July, August, September? October of this year. Like, what am I gonna do until October? I don't feel like I'm learning in my environment anymore. I don't feel like I'm growing in my environment anymore. I feel like I've learned a lot from the hospitality industry, but I don't see what I can still learn from all this hospitality. So the restaurant that I work in, I don't see what I can still learn from this place, because people are so competitive, and it's not even healthy competition. You're diminishing the growth of other people while you're not even growing. How does that even make sense? You've been in the same place, in the same position for 6 years. Where are we going with this? Where? I don't know. Because I don't understand how people's mothers, this is someone's mother, bruh. That person's mother that person has a child my age. How do you not want to see better for that person? And I don't expect anybody to be out there like, oh, you can do this, I don't expect that. The reality is that I don't understand why you're diminishing my growth simply because it feels like it's an age agenda. I feel like they're being biased. Is bias the right word? Don't think biased is the right word. I'm frustrated with where my life is headed. I'm frustrated. I feel like I need another rebrand. I should probably rebrand. Besides the point. So, it just got a lot. It got a lot for me, to the point where having to keep working like that felt like I was just exhausting my resources and the energy that I had to pursue what was initially a plan to like grow in the hospitality industry. It just feels like I'm being used now. But that's where the imposter syndrome comes from. So I cut off my reception shifts by half of it. I cut down my waitressing shift for half of it, because I did both now. And then just want to get you guys the definition of the imposter syndrome. because sometimes I forget what it means myself. Okay, here we go. The imposter syndrome, also known as phenomenon or imposterism, is a psychological experience in which a person suffers from feelings or intellectual and or professional fraudulence. That's not very helpful. The ongoing fear that they're going to be found out or unmasked as being incompetent or unable to replicate past successes. So I hold my matric year to a very high standard because I passed with distinctions. Why that is important to me, it should only matter to me. Ne? Yeah. But I feel like I'm unable to replicate the level of success that I'm capable of because of the unhealthy pressure I'm being put under. Right? Now, this might be a very, very short video because it's just an introduction for like the videos I'm going to make after. But I suffer from imposter syndrome only after I suffer from overachiever syndrome. Like, if I don't overachieve, I'll never be able to be the person I know I'm fully capable of being. How do I navigate this? Who do I ask for help? I know who I ask. Where is the... My other Bible's over there. But this is my Bible. I know I'm going to use this to navigate my life because it can only be God that has the answer to all of these questions that I have, all of these problems that I'm facing, because the imposter syndrome is difficult. The version that I have of myself in my head can only live and exist if I overachieve. If I go for things that look impossible, if I do the things that look difficult or feel difficult, if I break the barriers of the things that are financial barriers, physical barriers, mental barriers, emotional barriers. All of these things are things that I need to break for me to become that version of myself. And if I'm not going to do it, who is? If I don't set the standard, who is? I've got 6 siblings, eh? If I don't do it, who is? Tell me. Who's going to motivate them? Why do they have to start from scratch like I did? I want them to be able to come to me and be like, look, this is hard, and I be the one to motivate them with evidence saying that it's worth it. So, this is just an introduction video, right? I get that it's only 15 seconds long. Is it 15 seconds? 15 minutes. Minutes. Great. I get that it's this short, right? But the reality of the situation is that I'm going to go on this journey trying to figure out how to navigate healthy overachieving and eliminating the imposter syndrome completely, because that person that I have in my head can exist. She can exist. She does exist. She does, just not in this body right now, in this time, in this day, in this era. Just not right now. But she can exist, and she will exist. I will make her exist by force, because there's no way my lineage is suffering because I'm lazy, because it's hard, because someone's mother doesn't want to see me succeed. Someone's mother may be under my payroll one day. Is it worth it? Is because I actually came to the point where I was just like, I can't do this anymore. It's not worth it. It's not. I slept at work one day. Who in their right mind sleeps at work? That's a story time for another day. Maar the point of this is that, what I'm gonna do with this series, right? called The Chronicles of a Girl in Her 20s. Right? That's what I'm calling it now. The Chronicles of a Girl in Her 20s is I'm going to navigate this. I'm going to figure it out so that we don't have to be alone, guys. I'm 20 for the first time in my life. In the next few months, in November, I turn 21. Like, I'm gonna be 21 for the first time, and I'm gonna have different struggles for the first time again. So it's only fair that I deal with the struggles that I've had for a while now, so that they don't pile up and they don't, like, I want to eliminate these issues. I want to eliminate these problems. I want the new struggles to be new struggles and the old struggles to be dealt with. Like, yeah. So if you guys have any advice on how I can navigate this overachiever thing that I have going on, I'm never going to eliminate overachieving because I believe I can do it. I'm Superwoman. I can move this house to another country. I'll put it on my back and I'll carry it there if I want to. Like, I believe I can, right? But how do I do all of that without having the motivation? You know that quote, do it tired, do it broke, do it sad, just do it. How do I just do it? Like, I don't know. I honestly, Kenny. It's beyond me. It is so, like, this is the realest you guys are gonna get. Not the realest, it might just get realer, because I go through a lot. And we all go through a lot as 20-year-olds, as new young adults. Like, I'm not even in the young adult, like 22-year-olds see me as a child, 18-year-old sees me as an auntie. Like, I go to youth now and people are like, hi auntie, bruh, I was on that stage singing to you last year, and we were age groups, we were peers. What do you mean you're calling me auntie? What do you mean? Like, I'm so conflicted with this age that I'm at. Like, it's so unrealistic. I'm so conflicted. I can't deal. I can't deal anymore. Honestly, like, because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. Oh, guys, like, in reality, this is normal. I know I'm not the only one struggling with this. This is normal. I usually, around this time when I feel this conflicted, I encounter a lot of people who will tell me, Leo, I struggle with 1, 2, 3, and in my head I'm like, same sis. So I'm just trying to find the comfort with my fellow 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds and new young adults. Even if you're older than 21, if you're like 26, 27 and you still feel like you don't have your things figured out, like, just comfort me so we can comfort each other and understand that, okay, we're in it togetherness, foreverness, tighter than a booty hole. Like, please, guys. Yeah, I know I just said a lot. I feel like I'm gonna regret making this video, but vulnerability is key, right? Honesty is key. Is honesty the key to success? Okay, different conversation. Anyway, yeah, that's just the introduction for this video, and a bit of a life dump, not a life dump, like a problem dump for the Chronicles of a Girl in Her 20s. But we're gonna go on this together. I'm trying my best to use my time wisely. I'm trying to eliminate laziness and procrastination, because number one, it's a sin. Number two, it's getting me nowhere. It's actually amplifying my imposter syndrome. Like, so please, in the comments, please just say there that you'll be here with me for emotional and moral support, because I need it. I need all of it, please. And I know you need it too. That's why I'm here because I don't want you to be alone, and I know you don't want me to be alone. So let's not be alone, let's be togetherness, foreverness. Right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share and subscribe, follow, and do all of those nice things, you know. But the rebrand is coming. I swear.